Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you. Are we live?
We're rocking and rolling live.
Yeah. I think I always sneeze at the beginning of our recordings.
Oh yeah, you should probably sneeze then.
I did already.
Oh shit. Did I miss it?
Yeah, that's why you said whatever it was you said afterwards.
Oh no. Off to a good start.
Welcome to Blab, the show where we plan recordings of broadcasters who were the subjects of government experiments. My name's Host, and this here on the other end of your audio device is my boy producer. What's up, Deucer?
What's cracking?
Just a couple of pistachios, and I got some hard-shell walnuts in here that I harvested from your backyard when I was there last Saturday. Heck of a party, I gotta say. Deuce.
Yeah. You know, I like to throw it down with my nut parties.
Yeah, I'd never been to a nut fondue party, but let me tell you, it works.
Yeah, if you haven't nutted up a fondue pot, you are missing out.
And so if you're here, then you know what we know, and we know that you heard, or you met one of the twin episodes of this evening safari that we're all on, both literally and figuratively, with Karl the Embezzler. Sounds like quite a character, that one. What do you think about Karl, Deuce?
You know, I hope we get to see a little more of Karl. And you know, it seems like he's a bit of a bad news bear, but it'd be interesting to hear if we get to hear his side.
Yeah, maybe he's a good news
Gorilla.
Good news gorilla. That very common old expression.
R.I.P. Harambe.
Good guy Harambe.
Mm-hmm. Good guy Harambe, the good news gorilla.
I'm not a Harambe guy.
I'm not either, but I don't know a lot of other gorillas these days.
I'm a Harambe girl.
It's kind of a gorilla drought. I guess King Kong, but he's not a gorilla.
King Kong, he's a King Kong. King Kong's classic gorilla.
What about the white King Kong from the Rock movie? Rampage. It's called Rampage.
It's called Rampage, and it's about a video game in which The Rock tries to take your money at the movie theater.
And you foolishly let him.
But for those of us who wisely kept our dollars in our pockets, give yourself a fucking pat on the back for not letting The Rock con you out of $200,000 opening night.
Yeah, you guys just shoveled money into his pockets for doing something awful.
But the premise of Rampage is that there's a good gorilla that meets a good, I'm assuming, cop or a helicopter cop or...
He's got some sort of like special...
Rescue man? Rescue man? Is that?
Yeah, he's a rescue man for sure, but with some sort of animal rescue man with some sort of special connection to this particular gorilla.
He's part of the ARM.
Animal Rescue Men Association.
That's right.
ARMA.
ARMA.
The ARMA initiative.
Armaments. The only mints that you should buy with your wisely kept money away from The Rock. Keep your money away from The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a con man. He has 3 first names. Dwayne and Rock. And you can't trust a con man. And con men have 3 first names. See you in court, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
It's when he steals the name of the only good Michael Bay film.
Armageddon.
Oh.
Armageddon, some pretty good PR. I could not think of the name of that movie. I could not
I know.
think of Armageddon. I was trying to think of any other Michael Bay movie.
But why did it match up with the joke we were making?
I don't know. Pathways, bro. When I don't know something, I just say pathways. People seem to accept it. Big up to small talk, baby. Big up to small talk. Let's say hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine. But yeah.
Back to this episode. I just feel like everything's gonna get settled with Karl. I hope Karl comes back. He seems like a cool guy with just a history of match problems. So without further ado, I can't wait to take this journey with all your fresh ears out there, because mine are fresh. I just queued them up, Q-tipped them, and I am ready to listen. My balls off. Back to Karl and John Doe Junior. And who could forget the Scourge on the Evening Safari, Part 2 of 2, The Twins. These broadcasters will have no memories of the words they
But when they say that God closes a door,
He makes a ghost.
and we got a ghost of some news for the people out there.
Let's go to Ghost News.
Ooh.
Ghost News.
But yeah, so got some ghostly news. This news is gonna make people scared as a ghost, like they seen a
Out.
ghost.
With the old ghosts and in with the new blood. Am I right? Because we have a very special, I've been calling behind her back. Please, mute her headphones for a second. I've been calling her the new Karl the Embezzler behind her back. Okay, unmute. And, she's our new
New internet.
intern here. She's a new Karl the Embezzler. I'm sorry, honey. But that's what I've been calling you behind your back. Welcome. Everybody else knew. But you, it's a dramatic irony, it's called.
Oh.
And yeah, Bikini Girl, tell us some of your responsibilities. If you tell me which responsibilities you remember at this point, because she just started literally 20 minutes ago, to be fair.
Well, the producers in the back just told me to put on this bikini and to come out here and be the new intern. And so,
Thank you, Bikini Girl. Thank you, production. Yeehaw.
yeah, that's pretty much it. And here I am, and I know that you guys just had a really bad a breakup with your last intern, but I think I'm gonna be like really nice to you guys, and it's just gonna be great.
I love that attitude. I love that bikini. I love our new Karl the Embezzler, Bikini Girl. Thank you, Bikini Girl, for being here. And
Thank you so much.
don't forget to get me a double, triple latte with a soy twist of that ass. Am I right? Am I right, Scourge?
Oh yeah. And also me too. Something about your boobs. I'm sorry, I was preoccupied, but yeah,
Scourge,
everything.
how dare you objectify this beautiful woman?
Oh, I thought that was the bit. My bad. I misread the room.
Scourge. I'm just joking. Come on, John Doe Junior back.
John Doe Junior's back. He's got me off my toes, guys. You know what it really is? It's the gazongas that got me. I'm just a little distracted over here.
The Zonga brain.
But now that they've left the room, I'm kind of back in my own head again, and it makes a little more sense. What I'm saying.
Welcome back, Scourge.
Scourging it.
All right, thank you so much, Bikini Girl. We have another special correspondent out there today in the field for us. We are blessed to be graced with one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, who's doing a spot in the field for us. The Penultimate Warrior, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
He
Penultimate
is
Warrior. He's great.
fantastic. What a showman. What a shaman. What a warrior. Penultimate Warrior. let's go out there in the field. He's interviewing a new county sheriff. Take it away, Penultimate. Penultimate Warrior out here, live, right in front of the sheriff's office where I am here with the new county sheriff. Why don't you introduce yourself, county sheriff?
Well, how you doing? I'm Sheriff Trunk Foreskin, and I'm the new Greater Snakes County area sheriff for the Snake County Sheriff's Department.
Should I call you Sheriff Foreskin then, or?
You can just call me Trunk.
All right, Trunk.
Oh.
All right, Trunk. Hey,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
what are you
partner.
going to do about the snakes, Trunk? Now that we're friends, I think I can be a little more honest. We got a fucking snake problem out here in Snakesville. And who's going to do something about it? Is it going to be you?
The snake problem is generally not, under the purview of the sheriff's department most of the time. That generally falls to animal control. However, I am aware that the problem here is a little bit severe, so I am prepared to dig in and help in with any tasks they might have and any resources we might attribute to their disposal.
Trunk, I ought to suplex you. You know that snakes are a public safety issue. And if I'm not mistaken, what I learned in the ring of life is that there's snakes and criminals, and then there's good people and good reptiles that aren't snakes. It's for you to be telling me that snakes don't fall under the new county sheriff purview makes me feel like your campaign posters were deceiving. There was a snake with the Ghostbusters line through it, with the circle and the line like don't do this, don't believe in ghosts.
To answer your question, though, I guess if I'm being honest with you, I really did think there would be more snake killing when I decided to run for the office, and I think maybe had a little bit of a misunderstanding because I, like all Snakesville residents, I really wanted to do something, and I was passionate about that part of the job, and it is such a public safety concern. But as I came to find out, it's not really something I get to call the shots on it. The head honcho on any snake issue is the animal control, and I basically just answer to them with the forces that I command. And
Are you saying head honcho, my arch rival, is behind this? Or are you using that as a figure of speech? Because I need to know right now.
Oh, I do apologize. That is a figure of speech. I don't know who this honcho you're talking about is.
Me and head honcho have beef from back in the day.
Now, this is the protege of the Golden Godzilla, correct? The head honcho?
Don't you say that name. Don't you say that name. You know what happened to me in the ring in '86. So, Sheriff, we're doing this interview to introduce you to the general public and, of course, get you to know the guys. Great guys.
Yes, of course.
A shout out. And you're hoping to bring everybody out for a Kids vs. Cops basketball game this Saturday at 27 p.m. out at the old Bank Arena.
That is correct. We're trying to show some unity with the community, as they say. And we're going to have a little basketball game with the police officers in the sheriff's department versus the kids and the best hoopers they got to offer here in the Snakesville area. So we're certainly looking forward to that. And I think young Colin Diamondback, the young best basketball player in the county, is supposed to be there, and everyone thinks he's going all pro. So we're really all looking forward to seeing Diamondback hit the court there. But I think we have a few tricks up our sleeve for him.
Trunk,
That's the name my mother gave me.
thank you so much for doing this and for shooting your shot on Saturday night against those goddamn kids. Just like I'm going to shoot my shot this Saturday night, same time, 27 p.m., out at the old New Bank Arena.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and I'm just real honored to start working as a new Snakesville sheriff and get to the root of all the crimes.
All right, now let's go back to John Doe Junior and the Scourge.
Scourge here. Hey, Junior.
What's up? What's up, Scourge?
It's been a great stuff here with the penultimate warrior. Pretty cool to see
Personal
him.
fave.
Huge fan.
Shout out, penultimate.
And his sheriff seems like a real cocknobbler, but whatever. What are you gonna do? You know what I think of this guy? Yep, I think a little of that.
Kerplunker.
Couple of
Sticky
these.
Kerplunker. That means they don't like toilet humor, and you know what we think of that?
I think this.
Taking care of my ass.
That's what she said. Let's go.
That's what she said.
Let's go to commercial, Scourge.
Hey. Fire and fire damage affects 75% of all family homes. The number one deterrent to fire are smoke detectors. Whether they're in your kid's playroom, in dad's office,
I told you once, I told you twice. The check is in the mail. Goodbye, sir.
or in mom's office.
Come put that mail in this check.
Everyone in the family needs to be protected. Please, make sure all your rooms have smoke detectors and all your smoke detectors have batteries. Public service announcement paid for by Battery Outlet.
Where batteries get together.
You've heard of car insurance.
But what happens when your shit's burned to the ground?
You've heard of home insurance.
What if your kitchen sets on fire because of all the grease?
You've even heard of travel insurance.
Somebody lit your trash bags on fire again and set your house on fire, but you don't have fucking insurance? What the fuck?
But have you heard of fire insurance?
What?
Call 1-800 Fire Me Now to sign up for the Snakeville area's cheapest fire insurance package.
I can't afford that shit.
It's even cheaper than that, though.
Oh, I can afford these deals.
Come down to the Snakesville Pet Mall,
Where we're literally oozing snake food.
where we literally have the world's largest assortment of snake foods.
This is grade B, 90 thread count snake food. This is the good shit, and we are overloaded.
We literally have more than can fit in the store. We've been having to throw it out the back. We've been dropping it on our way home from work. It's really just too much. There's too much of it. Come get it. We're giving it away. It's the Snakesville Pet Mall and Emporium, and come down here. Get all the snakes food for your snakes.
Buy the snake food to give it to your snakes or to keep it away from the stray snakes on our streets today. Those feral snakes are a curse of this town, and this snake food is prohibited from being eaten by stray snakes. If you hear me, stray snakes, you're gonna get it if I see you eating my snake food.
That's the Snakesville Pet Mall and Emporium on the corner of Snake and Main across from the People Mall.
You gotta buy this snake food from us before it turns into Mount Snake Food.
Here comes the drop.
Quit smoking glue and start listening to
The deranged ravings of lunatics once again on
Blab Rats Radio.
Janitor's number one choice.
These wascally wats are at it again.
Turn the vacuum off. Put the mop down. Blabbing for you since 2022.
Now back to the madness.
Ooh, this is all that's wrong. There's a bit ahead of balance on those, mate. Also, a bit of kids dove in our butt head over you if you look at me wrong. You're listening to WSP the Wasp. ESP. 969 WSP Radio. It's all the album. Alright, I'll say that. I'll say it.
Are we live? Are we live, Scourge?
Yeah, you got it there, Junior.
All
Live
right,
and in charge.
Snakesville, what's up? It's the John Doe Junior and Skirt Show. We are back from commercial. First time, long time. And we got a caller calling in pretty
Oh
soon.
yeah, I think we got the Colin. There,
Oh,
Junior.
yeah. Call is calling in pretty soon.
We
and,
really are back on. We're really back on the show. Just the weirdos calling in and.
Most loyal, my number one fan of the John Doe Junior fan club. You can join that on GeoCities. There's a subgroup, and you can just join it. Click it right on Snakes. It's right on the Snakesville subsection. Anyway, Colin will be calling in momentarily, is my understanding. Scourge, when was the last time you talked to Colin? Did you talk to Colin over break it all? Scourge.
No, Colin is not that outgoing, but we've got a mutual respect and a distance. That's, I think, how it works with us.
And sometimes that's a beautiful thing because that's like a healthy functioning thing we got.
Yeah, you got
Between you and him now before because it was nasty.
yeah, healthy
Before,
boundaries.
I didn't like that. That was nasty.
Yeah, no,
Colin would
before.
call in and you guys would get into it. I'm so glad that's an healthy place. So with your approval, Colin will be calling in later. Do we have your...
Scudge approved. Oh. You know what? Scudge really approve. Oh.
All right, Colin, are you there? John Doe Junior here. John Doe Junior. We were live on 96.9 The Wasp. The Evening Safari with John Doe Junior and the Scourge. And
Hi, Junior.
Girl.
Hi, Junior. How's it going, Junior?
Hey, Colin, pretty good. You're coming in pretty hot on that mic there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be so
Good,
loud.
thank you, Carl. So, Colin, what's been going on the last 6 months? Did you follow the trial?
Well, I did a little bit, but most of the time I was just working, at the farmer's market.
What do you sell there at the farmer's market? Remind the listeners, would you? I know, but go ahead.
Green beans and yellow beans and baked beans and pinto beans and black beans.
Oh,
And those are the beans that we sell.
the black beans are new this year. Are they not, Colin?
Yes, we just started growing them last season.
That sounds delicious. I need to stop by the bean stand. I need to stop by Colin's gourmet bean stand at the farmer's market in downtown Snakesville.
Colin's good beans.
Anyway, besides selling them beans, as they say, getting them greens, the beans, Colin, what's been happening with you in your neck of the woods, as they say, in Snakesville's?
Well, over where I am, in Snake Boulevard, East Snake Boulevard area.
Yeah, there's been some trouble.
If you're familiar, there's been lots of trouble with there's too many snakes.
Yeah, it's been recently described as a river of snakes flooding the main streets of that region, including Snake Boulevard.
We even elected a new sheriff in the county to try to help, and then it turned out that we should have elected somebody else, I guess, is what I learned today on the show. I don't know.
Yeah. Tell us, did you vote for that sheriff or did you vote for the other person?
Well, I didn't vote because I believe that our democracy is broken, so.
Some might say you broke it, but not me.
Hey, you break it, you buy it, right, Junior?
That's what I've heard. Colin, you are a crack up. Anyway, what do you think? What's your review of today's show? How's it going so far for me and Scourge?
Well, you guys are really knocking it out of the park today. And it's pretty incredible. You got a bikini lady there. I heard an almost naked lady. And there's nothing I like more than listening to almost naked ladies all the time, and even sometimes really naked ones.
That's my favorite thing to listen to, and so that's why you're my favorite. And I just think it's great. It's really messed up. Karl and Embezzler did that to you, like we used to be friends,
you.
man. And
Thank you.
yeah, and
Have
you
you
know,
seen
even
Karl?
just no, you know, I think he tried to reach out, but I was a little afraid of him after everything happened. So
Good. Good.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt there, Colin. I know this is not personal. I swear to God, I know we had our issues, and it's really nothing to do with that. But we've got a caller on the line here that's calling us live from the scene, apparently at the mall again. He's at the mall right now.
Sorry,
Let's call him.
Karl. Let's throw from call to this caller. Caller, you are on the air. Caller, state your name and location. Why are you calling us, caller?
Hey there, how you guys doing there? My name is Scooby Doolittle. I'm just here because at a fire sale to try to buy a Ski-Doo from what was the Ski-Doo shop here at the mall. But it's on fire right now, and because of that stampede is back, and it's crazier than ever.
What stampede?
The stampede from earlier is back. It looks like. I don't know.
Oh,
The fire.
There's been a second stampede?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. I'm just saying this place was on fire, and then now
Evening
there's a
Safari
stampede
breaking
over here.
news. We have a second stampede in the Evening Safari breaking news right now at the mall. Another Safari caller.
I guess
What?
I'm just gonna have to go around the corner and get a jet ski because this place is burning down.
Well, yeah, I'd get away from there and take as much as you can as fast as you can, caller.
But don't get
God
a jet
bless you.
ski. Don't get a jet ski though. Real quick though, just don't get a jet ski. Whatever you. And did you say that the Ski-Doo store there was on fire? Because that's where the museum is, you know.
Caller, what is that? Is that true? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the Ski-Doo store's on fire there. Yeah,
But not the museum at this point. Is there a fire marshal on scene or what's going on out there? Is there anybody who's in charge?
That it's Junior the store. The museum's in the store, really. It's like it's a part of the store. It's not that big of a museum there.
What, Scourge? How are you feeling right now? What's going through your head? Talk us through it.
I feel like I might need to go figure out some stuff while you figure out what's going on.
Scourge, you gotta do what you gotta do if the safari goes on.
I mean, this is my life's work here, this museum.
Absolutely.
That's inside of a Ski-Doo store. I'm really...
Okay.
I'm so sorry. This is the first show back, but I gotta figure out what's happening down there at the mall.
Okay, Scourge, you God bless you. You say you Godspeed and go save those goddamn jet skis. The Ski-Doos. Don't go save the Ski-Doos. Fuck the jet skis.
Thank you for remembering. That means a lot to me.
Bye, Scourge. All right. Well, we will catch up with the Scourge later, hopefully, or maybe later this week, depending on how long it takes to get his affairs sorted with the reportedly emblazoned Ski-Doo Museum. But, well, the Scourge is on his way to the mall. We are going to go check in at the mall with someone on the ground. We checked with them earlier today. We're going to throw back to him. He was excellent. It is such a delight to have him here. It is our honor and my pleasure to throw to you the Golden Godzilla.
Ooh.
Take it away.
Jonathan Doe Junior, it's so great to be here with you, and an honor and a pleasure as well. It's a real pleasure to spend this time with you on this horrific day down here at what I'm calling Brawl at the Mall 2. Let's call it 15 minutes ago, a second stampede stormed through the mall. This time, it was the horses. And then the people got involved, and then this stampede took on a whole new level.
And just John Doe Junior here with quick question. Those would be the horses. Were those from the living horses exhibit that was going on in place of the kiosks at the mall, or was that a breakout stampede from the equestrian center, which is adjoined or partnered with all of the storefronts there?
It is a combination of the two, but mostly the horses from the equestrian center that were spooked. when the Ski-Doo store caught fire.
Just when you think every old wives' tale is a lie, you hear about an actual occurrence of there being truth. I remember my great grandma used to say, "The horse she rode never jumped except for when she saw a Ski-Doo emblazoned on the Mississippi River in 1874."
Horses love a good Ski-Doo and they hate to see one on fire. That's very true.
Now tell us what else is going on in the mall. I know there's a lot of excitement there, a lot of panic, a lot of pandemonium, but there's also sales in the air. Is that true, Golden Godzilla?
There are sales in the air.
That place is like a fucking ship. It's got so many sales.
Yes, there was
Bleep
unfortunately.
that. Bleep that drop. Sorry, Golden Godzilla. Back to you. Just doing non sequitur drops there for a second, but get back to this mall and the sales and the ships.
The non sequitur drop was the first move I unveiled on Gigantic Andrew the first time I crossed his path.
I was there. I just gotta say, I'm such a fan. I was there.
Hey, you know what? You know what always gets people about that drop is it comes out of nowhere.
That was your finishing move, was it not? Yeah,
No, it was more of a transition move. Anyway,
you don't like to end on the non sequitur?
I like a nice, tidy finisher. Yes, I do like to finish it with a finisher.
Oh yeah, you innovated it to the conclusion. Is that right? The conclusion.
You've been concluded.
Conclude yourself.
Prepare for some conclusions.
Prepare for closure.
As I said before, there's horses and people running around like crazy behind me, as you can obviously hear from the chaos that's definitely happening. And you can see there's been fire trucks here and police, and the sheriff's department I see they're just coming down the way with their paddy wagon now.
20% off riding helmets at the Equestrian Center shopping center. I gotta plug that in. They're one of our sponsors today. So that's 20% off all riding helmets, and riding boots are 15% off until 2 p.m. today. So you get
that. I took advantage of that sale today earlier, baby.
I forgot you are a equestrian enthusiast, Golden Godzilla. Do you still have your palomino?
Why do you think I have this silky horse-like hair?
I thought those were extensions.
It's all real, baby. It's all golden. It's all Godzilla.
It's all real horsehair.
Yeah, real horsehair. That's what people say, right? Down here we got the sheriff's department. They're coming up here. We got the sheriff.
The sheriff
coming out. Who's that with him over there? Oh, you son of a bitch, you.
Q penultimate warrior intro music. Crescendo. I'm the second to last guy you see before you die.
And who's gonna be the last?
Not me. Maybe you've heard of a certain humongous friend of mine?
Penultimate warrior, if you're telling me what I think about to tell me, you're about to make me the happiest man on earth.
That's right, you're about to fight the largest certified lawyer in the United States, Gigantic Andrew.
You're telling me I get to whoop Gigantic Andrew, my oldest foe, and the penultimate warrior, my newest pain in the ass,
lose to your
in the
oldest
same
foe,
night,
idiot.
Baby!
I guess that's one interpretation of it, you idiot.
I'm gonna rock you babies to sleep.
I'm gonna wake your babies up, and then Gigantic Andrew's gonna take them to get ice cream, and then we're gonna be up all night, you idiot.
I'm gonna get you a baby soothing sounds CD and an air and a one of those automated rocking cribs, and then put some melatonin in your milk, and that's gonna counteract those effects, and I'm gonna rock you to sleep, babies.
What are you, Dr. Drugs? Why are you trying to sleepify my babies?
In this scenario...
You're trying to give them a sleep overdose.
I'm sick of talking there, penultimate warrior. I know why you're here.
Listen to me, you dumbass! It's me, Gigantic Andrew, you fool! I'll shit on you.
You don't have the ass for it.
I got the giant ass for it. I'm gigantic, you freaking moron!
I ain't afraid of nothing, Gigantic or Andrew.
My hands are bigger than your finger.
Well, watch what I'm about to do to your good friend. I'm gonna take his finger, and I'm gonna punch it through his own face right now.
Nice freaking try.
And now I'm gonna hit him with my non sequitur move.
Not if I've got the transition.
Anywho,
Who dat?
who that who?
The only way to counter a non sequitur is with a non sequitur.
No,
You dig?
it's with a sequitur.
Don't non sequify my non sequitur.
Well, then I'm gonna have to conclude all over your face. Conclusions are coming to you. Get ready for some closure. Your story's coming to an end, but at least we've got to see how it happened. Now you, Jiggy.
Alright, you piece of crap.
You've been a pain in my ass since '85, baby.
Happy to be a pain in any part of you, but especially your ass.
Keep my ass out of your mouth, baby.
Keep my name out of your ass.
Hey, how about I hit you with a little bit of a move I've been working on called the alliteration. A punch, 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 punch. All start with P, baby.
Then I'll certainly counter with the common brimstone butterfly.
Oh, yikes.
Take that on my wings, majesty.
You did worse than that in '89 in the cage. Rage in the Cage 9. When I crushed you. You're gonna have to do more than a brimstone to take down old Golden Godzilla.
I've learned a thing or two since '89, you piece of dump. Try this on for size. How about the greatest butterfly known to mankind at this point, the most worshipped in the entire world? The Hindus won't even eat them. The monarch butterfly. Come over here, son of a bitch.
You dare, you
Be
dare.
entranced by the beauty of my wings and put you in my patented reverse
No,
cocoon.
not before I hit you with it.
Transforming from a butterfly into a cocoon, smothering you in the blankets of my own design.
But I gotta tell you something about what I got coming to you right now. And that's a little something called forgiveness, baby. Because you know what? I think we're doing too much hurt here. With all this tragedy, I think we need to come together. What do you say, baby? Do it for the people.
I say come over here, you big piece of junk. Let me give you a hug.
The heel turn. It was just a trick anyways. I'm gonna kick you on your knees. And I'll kick you on your other knee.
Not my... Oh, you son of a bitch. I love my knees. Get over here. I'll show you what happens when you mess with me. If you love somebody, you would have never made me do this. The butterfly effect is now being employed on you, on your body. I am
I'm trying to
grabbing with
conclude all over you, but I can't because it keeps pushing me back.
Yeah, go conclude yourself, you son of a snitch. Gigantic Andrew reigns supreme again.
Mr. Andrew, Mr. Gigantic Hydra, it's me,
Shut up.
It's me, Sheriff Truck Forskin.
Shut up, I'm winning here.
I see that you're winning, and I really do appreciate that, sir, but there is a fire. Someone has started a fire here at the Snakesville Mall, in Equestrian Center that is stampeding like crazy with burning horses, and it's like a scene from Texas Hell, I swear to God.
Well, who the heck started the fire, Sheriff? You're the sheriff, not me. I'm just a gigantic person named Andrew.
I don't know, Mr. Gigantic Andrew, but I really do wish you could help me get all of these people out of here. Just run them out of here. You're a big fella, and I think you could really help.
Okay.
I know how to play this game.
Incredible.
Hey, John Doe Junior here again. I think I surmise what's happening at the mall, but I've never really taken in a wrestling match, an impromptu wrestling match on the radio. And I don't know who is the mic, who is the production code right now. Can somebody hand it to fucking Truck? Is Truck there?
Hello there, sir. It's a real nice pleasure to see you and meet you there at this horrible tragedy.
Hey, will you give us the friggin' breakdown of what's been going on today? Because I am just, I can't believe it. It's like a whole 6 months off the air packed into one episode.
Well, I'll tell you a couple things that are happening here.
I mean, day.
Yeah, a day. I understood. It's like a episode, like when you have one of those days, right?
Yeah, my doctor calls it an episode.
Yep, mine too. So today what has happened here, John Doe Junior, right now, is we got a fire earlier was started. This was after the first stampede. I was, of course, busy with an interview while this was all happening. In that time, a second stampede has overcome the mall here, and the horses are involved this time, and the people, and as I've just told Gigantic Andrew here, amongst the bodies of these wrestlers, is that another fire in the mall has now broken out. First, there was one at the Ski-Doo store here near the mall, and now it's on the mall's property proper.
I'm only starting to digest the situation. John Doe Jr. here, Sheriff. Isn't it ironic that, that both the horse and what's considered the modern day aqua horse were both struck by tragedy today, unleashed onto an unsuspecting populace in some kind of crazy manner? What do you think about that? Do you own a jet ski or a ski-doo, sir?
Well, I am, of course, a jet ski man, the original, tried and true.
Fuck you. Also, follow-up question: where do your police horses train? Do they train at the equestrian center? Were they part of the stampede, and will they be held accountable if they killed anybody? That's all. Are they wearing body cams?
9 out of 10 horses are accountable, are accounted for. They stayed in their stall, and as a result have now burned up because of the fire. One did run free in the stampede and will be.
Those are horse heroes, my friends. Those rest in peace horses.
Wild horses couldn't drag me.
If they were
away.
wild, maybe they wouldn't be dead right now.
Well, hold on. I think something's happening over here. Oh, there's fireballs coming from every which direction.
That's right, Sheriff.
Ow, my hit.
It's me,
Is there Karl the embezzler?
Karl, the intern here. And I'm talking to John Doe Junior.
I'm right here, you son of a.
You don't understand what you done to me, sir.
Production,
You've tempted me with my...
beep this.
I'm unbeepable. I'm Karl the Embezzler. And you're all gonna burn, John Doe Jr. John Doe Jr., I want you to come down here and face me like a man for what you done to me.
I can't face you like a man because you're a stupid embezzler boy, Karl. And I do not respect you, and you are breaking the FCC settlement that we had. You gotta be off the airways. You are not allowed on the airways.
I was an intern. I never embezzled anything.
I have the
Of all the
fucking
things you did to
receipts,
me, that's the
fucking
worst.
Embezzler.
Sandwiches?
And
How do
you're
you
an
embezzle a sandwich? Doesn't even make sense.
You eat it.
Yeah, you stay there in your ivory tower, because I burned your last one down. Because you're too cowardly to come down here and face me like a man.
Karl, you stay right there, you son of an ass. And if you aren't burned up in the flames by the time I get there, I'm gonna beat you to a bloody pulp, John Doe Junior style, just like I did back in '85. Alright, Bikini Girl. I gotta go to the mall to go kick this embezzler's ass. Will you please mind the Gap, as they say in Britain. But the Gap is the name of the studio now. That's what we're calling it. So will you mind the Gap here?
Yeah, I can do that.
I gotta kick this embezzler's ass. Bye-bye now. Ta-ta. T-T. Hubba hubba.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Ooga ooga.
One last sexual harassment before he left. That's great. It's the last thing he did before I saw him go. Well, that's good. It's clear. He's gone. Karl, he's gone.
Karl the intern here. Hey, Ginny. Thanks, babe.
Yeah, no problem. It was the worst. They were treating me like I was such an idiot.
You're so much more than an object to me, babe. You're a subject, okay? You're the subject of my assistance when I needed to revenge everybody.
But you're my predicate. Predicate felon.
You're an angel.
Now let's burn this place down and get out of here.
We're gonna have the whole thing burn. And then we're gonna embezzle it all.
Let's embezzle everything.
Alright, honey. Start this thing on fire and let's watch this whole thing embezzle itself.
Embezzle itself in flame.
There's nothing quite like seeing something embezzled on fire. Beautiful, isn't it? Karl the intern here.
Let's embezzle the night away. Karl, you embezzled my heart.
You embezzled my mind, babe. Let's embezzle the hell out of here. Go embezzle somewhere else, okay? Does that sound cool, baby?
Let's embezzle forever.
I'll embezzle you until there's nothing left to embezzle.
I'll embezzle all the stars in the universe.
And that's just the
for
Bible.
You,
that's
baby.
just Jesus 1:7.
That's the best part of the Bible. I like that part of the Bible too.
Bible studies is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
So I know a lot about it. If you ever listen to what Jesus is really saying, he says embezzle on.
Yeah. You know what? One of the 10 Commandments isn't don't embezzle.
Jesus specifically left it off the rocks.
Yeah, like duh.
Also, I noticed that arson was conspicuously missing.
Yeah, well, clearly it's not a big deal.
I'm guessing because rocks don't burn.
Last time I checked, God was a burning bush. I don't think he hates fire, you guys.
Yeah, the dude loves it. He sets himself on fire when he's a bush head, and sometimes he'll set the whole world on fire with the music of Celine Dion.
And then other times he set just people on fire and houses.
To protest some sweet ass war though. If you live in the greater Snakesville Valley River Basin Gorge autonomous area, come on down to the Snakesville Snake City Mall and Equestrian Aquatic Center for a beast of a sale, 24-hour fire sale. These deals are burning up. It's so fucking hot, you wouldn't fucking believe this shit.
Bring your oven mitts, ladies and gentlemen, cause you're gonna get burnt.
And your fire retardant suits. I said retardant. So don't tase me, bro. That's going around, right?
Guerrilla warfare with our brains. Welcome back to Blab Rats, where you just heard a recently unearthed government recording of a psychotic experiment going on in Snakesville. Boy, I am truly speechless. So speechless that I can't even believe these words are coming out of my mouth. Producer, please help me eloquentize what we've just heard.
Man, so much that happened there. I mean, you saw the Scourge and John Doe Junior there. They didn't even recognize the woman they'd hired. Was that Ginger from the time before, at the orchard. And they had they only noticed, they would have seen that there was something going on there, you know. And if only we could recognize her visually over the radio, we would have been able to tell that before it got to that point.
That's true. That is one of the problems about radio in emergency situations.
Sometimes a visual aid would have helped us see that coming, but yeah,
until that kind of thing's invented, this is the only method we have is audio. So until kind of,
I don't know how we're gonna get a podcast to show you pictures. You know?
Insane.
It seems far-fetched.
At least, but you know what they said? They said going to Jupiter was insane too.
They did. And they still do
It's
sometimes.
So crazy. Jupiter.
But just crazy enough to work.
And speaking of crazy, what is with Karl the embezzler? I called him my man beforehand. Maybe it wasn't recorded, but I said to the producer, producer,
yeah,
Karl the
definitely said
embezzler
that.
is my man. I said it just like that. I call him a pimp. I called him my boy. Karl the embezzler, he's gonna have he's gonna do a real about face. He's gonna explain everything, and everybody's gonna like him again.
Yeah, he's gonna pimp hard.
He's just gonna go be Karl the embezzler at a bank or something like that.
Have a family.
Yeah, but you can't embezzle a family. I guess that's one thing I learned.
Can't embezzle me love.
I got a question, producer. What do you think is going on with that MFing obelisk?
People are speculating there might be a Halloween 3 scenario happening. Mass child hypnosis via mask made with little bits of...
That is just what I thought as soon as I heard obelisk.
And everyone knows that Tom Atkins, the star of Halloween 3 and The Fog, is a Snakesville native. So that connection is not being overlooked by the locals, I don't think.
And rumor has it that he did invest in obelisk futures when he made his first million on Halloween 3.
Yeah. First of many millions, I believe.
Yes.
Atkins, baby.
Atkins, baby. All right. Have you ever been to the Snakesville Mall, producer?
No, still don't know. I think we had established we have not been to Snakesville, either of us, but maybe you have an aunt there.
Well, I didn't know. Cause I went there last time we recorded and now. You didn't go?
I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it.
Well, I went to one. There was not a lot there. There was a bus stop and the elevator to an underground. And then there's this big freaking mall.
Hate those.
And an obelisk outside of it. And I paid
$25
to touch the obelisk. Yeah. And when I touched it, I felt nothing. But when I walked away, that's when I felt the obelisk touching me in ways that I'm shocked and dismayed. I tried to start a stampede last week on purpose.
Where did you find the horses?
The equestrian center at the mall.
Oh, Jesus, it's still there?
It's still there. They rebuilt the whole thing.
Equestrian strong?
Equine strong, yeah.
Hashtag equine strong?
That Snakesville came together and showed real horse strength when they rebuilt the mall equestrian center after the tragic dismantling.
And isn't it true?
Embezzler, and a quote-unquote embezzler arson the entire fucking building.
And isn't it true they were like, we're not only are we building it back, but this time even twice the horses.
Yep, they said we're gonna build back best.
Which means twice the horses. Yeah.
Twice the horses. That's what best means. It's a riding term. If y'all don't ride.
Yeah.
I ride. Producer rides. That's where we met.
Yep.
At the stables. We have the same farrier.
Yep.
Yep. Anyway, the horse doctor, he's the best hoofer in around town. And he'll fucking
hoofer. I barely know her.
He'll put a horseshoe on you. He'll put a horseshoe on anything. He'll put a horseshoe on a Birkenstock. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, I saw him do it to a stork. that was delivering a baby.
And it was. Didn't you say that's the only time you've ever seen a stork smile?
Yep. He said it was like walking on air.
Hashtag stork smile.
That's how good a farrier that guy is.
This fairy, this fairy can do storks. He get the birds. Birds of all shapes and colors.
I heard alligator.
Gator hoofed him.
Yeah, I heard that he hoofed an alligator even.
Check out his podcast called Hoofin'.
It's called Just Hoofing It with Steel Shoesby, farrier extraordinaire.
And somebody named Clackers. Clackers the Clydesdale.
That's some pretty heavy stuff. I think maybe they're. I'm hoping this isn't the last we heard of snakes.
If it's a snake show I've seen and visited, it should be. But that mall is really cool, and I think we should go back. Maybe there's more to the city than meets the eye.
Maybe we can do a live. Episode, maybe, and meet some Snakesville residents and talk to them.
Yeah, real snakeheads.
Get today's take on the Snakesville of the past. What went down? What people think went down? What the story looks like from the grounds level.
I couldn't have said it better myself, producer.
Yeah, I think that's something we'll work on. We'll keep the fans updated on.
Check your beepers. Check your phones.
Yeah, as you guys know, we don't do email lists, but we do beeper blasts. So please remember to mail us your beeper numbers.
Turn on your beepers. Mail your beeper numbers in.
To the P.O. Box 805-656. Undisclosed state, undisclosed city. Area code 60625.
Once you mail us your beeper number, then you'll get the rest of the information. Just be sure to include a prepaid return envelope as well, because we're going to give you our beeper number, because that's only fair, and yeah.
And then include at least one 10-10-220 card for us to use for our business phone calls.
You know that 10-10-3-2-1 bullshit.
No, I don't want to hear it. 10-10-220 all day.
Candace Bergen can suck it. And on that note,
the fans, if you see anything out there if you're looking through the old history books and you see something that seems like a Karl, you let us know on the message boards.
You send those pictures on the message boards, which are physical.
Yeah, in your town libraries, wherever you are, just
there's a Blab Rats message board in every library around town.
Yep, it's just the message board that's there. That's the one that's the Blab Rats one. If there's any question to which message board it is, and then leave the messages for us there, and we'll come by and we'll check them out.
We'll scoop them up. We'll send our little Blab Rats out to collect them.
And hey, with that, host, what do you say we get to some of these sponsors?
Absolutely, my bread and butter, baby. Today's episode brought to you by Toast. It's better than you remember. Try it today. Little bread, little butter, peanut butter, jelly, jam. It's all toast, as long as it cooks, baby. Put it down for toast.
This episode is also sponsored by Q-Tips. Make sure you're not missing a sound with the best Q-Tips on the market. Clear for your ear Q-Tips. Yep. This is a Q-Tips subscription service. You want to hear the Avengers kicking butt. You want to hear, Q-Tip rocking the mic with Fife Dog. You want to hear it so clear in your ears. You don't want anything in between that sound hitting your ear and the sound itself. So that is Clear for Your Ear Q-Tips.
Let the only wax in your ear be from that vinyl you're playing.
Oh, hell yeah. And it's also great to show the person you care, that you love, that you're listening to every word they say. You don't want to miss a thing they have to say. You're listen. You listen clear for that love too, with Clear for Your Ear Q-Tip subscription.
Full hearts, clear ears, can't lose.
And that's going to be put in promo code RADIEARS for a discount. And also sponsored tonight's show is Whistles Wanted. a coach dating site. It's kind of like that farm dating site, but for coaches. Whistled Wanted.
Coaches only.
Whistles Wanted is coaches only for coaches. We got the game plan for your love at Whistles Wanted.
Can a life coach fall in love with an assistant volleyball coach?
Only Whistles Wanted can show you the answer to that.
With Whistles Wanted, it's always a win-win.
The best match on the web.
And we do sell matches at Whistles Wanted for coaches.
Now also in our brick and mortar locations. Meet real single coaches in your area now and stock up on the matches that we also have. Because you guys are sure to heat up the night.
He'll whistle you over and whistle you right off your feet.
But never before the night of a big game. Because they say it's not good to coach a game. Yeah. It's the opposite for coaches. The coaches have to have sex the night before the game, and the players are not supposed to. And the only reason the players are not supposed to is it's usually just a weird power thing for the coaches. It's a myth. I'm telling you guys.
Total power trip.
Nobody feels like King Conquer the world more than a guy who's just had some, or a lady, or anyone.
Brought to you by thetruthaboutcoaches.com. The real truth about realcoaches.com.
The podcast about the sordid background of Whistles Wanted.
And their founders.
And the brandings.
And the branding twins.
And Brandy and how she was involved.
And Moesha was involved.
I still know what she did last summer. And it was hung out with the guy from Onyx on Moesha. Shout out Onyx.
Onyx.
Slam. Let the boys be boys.
Let the men be men. Onyx's new razors shaving company. It's called Onyx Razors Shaving, with the only razors that are 100% made of onyx, the mineral, and sponsored by the rapper Moesha. Blab Rats today is also sponsored by Black Obelisk Tours, the only obelisk tours in downtown Snakesville. We'll let you tour the obelisk. There's 3 levels. I've just participated in one. There's a touring level, which you can tour the obelisk. You can look at it. You can get pretty close, but you can't touch it. There's a private level where you can walk around it, clockwise and anti-clockwise. You can sniff it. You can put your ear on it, but you can't touch it with your fingers. Now, I did that level, and seriously, my mind was blown. Just putting my ear on this obelisk has changed my life, and I'm going to go back next week for the premiere level. That's a private tour inside the obelisk. They let you eat obelisk soup. They let you take a poop. They let you make obelisk stew, which is what you call pooping in an obelisk. This is the premiere level, and I'm going to do that next week. And I'm eating a ton of chili this week just to get the most out of this premiere level tour for the Black Obelisk. So I can't recommend the private level enough, and I can't recommend the premiere level enough. Just anticipating it is getting me through this week. Thank you to the listeners. You're the true sponsors, and thank you mostly to our sponsors as well, who are the real true sponsors of this podcast, Blab Rats. And we'll see you next time, where we might meet a new pair of twins. On behalf of the producer, I am host. Bye to you later. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah,